Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. There's someone that wants to talk to me here. On the ranch. So, there's some small quest stuff to talk about, but then it's back to the usual. Tons of quests to clear. Yeah, okay, I should have assumed that. I still have this to finish. The issue is, it's always just a pain. Because it's really... Every time I do this, I'm like... Quality of life has improved a lot in these games. Oh, a new Poogie costume. Cool. It's kind of... Oh, wrong one. Okay. I think I used Sunsnug for something else for a bit. That should be fine. Yeah. These sorts of... It's kind of... a weird... line to draw, I think. Like... I have enough flash bugs. It's just to me kind of interesting how much of 5 enthusiasm, nice. It's kind of interesting the lines between convenience and I just don't remember which cats to use, but the difference between convenience and like a quality of life. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I forgot. Like, I think most of the stuff improving, you know, grabbing all the items, like that's a clear. Oh, is it Dragonfell? I don't think so. Like that's definitely a quality of life improvement. Where adding easier ways to get items might be a little bit more on the line of making it easier as a quality of life. Where the whole trading thing is what it is. Also, I'm just trying to buy time because I do need to just make sure I actually talk to all these people. Oh, it's her again, who ate the monster guts. We've got a lot of work waiting for them when they go back. Oh, okay, no, unique mushrooms is kind of boring, but... it's just mushrooms. Who made that noise? Oh no, it's... the cat? Oh no, it's this old man. Okay. Weird noises being made. It's taking a very long time to get to the point of hunting monsters and such, but it shouldn't be much more. Which quest was this? Oh yeah, this was the low tier. And so it's joking about, oh, it's a hub quest, so you could just have someone carry you through it. But it would be funnier if it actually, like, checked if it was done online or something, but that would be kind of weird. What's this gonna be? I got a new ingredient. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I would want a frozen mushroom and tomato salad. That sounds gross. I don't know. I don't think I would want... I can't... Oops, wrong button. I don't think I can think of a single salad with mushrooms that I would want, because I don't know, raw mushrooms aren't horrible. Oh no, it changed the layout. Oh good, at least this one's the same. Like raw mushrooms have a weird texture. It's not terrible, it's just sort of, it's distinct. And I could imagine a salad where it works, but I couldn't think of what it actually would have to be. Wait, what? What's the request I got? Maybe I misread it, but I thought it said it was 6-star. Still a few quests to do. Ah, village quest. It's still in advance, so I'm not going to even look at that right now. I think I'm gonna... Today I'm definitely gonna get the worst quest done. The 50 bug quest again. Attack of the giant bugs. I feel like they've made that joke already. Yeah. I still don't know what's up with the... I think at some point I figured it out. The difference between the blue and the rest. I'm pretty sure it wasn't indicating key quests. But I can't remember what it was. So I'm gonna start with Rathian. I don't love Rathian. In this game I prefer Rathalos. But ooh, there's been a tweet released by Monster Hunter. Well, I guess a Monster Hunter had a tweet about Rathian. So Rathian will be in Wilds. What a twist. It would actually be pretty funny if Rathian wasn't. They release a game with Rathalos and no Rathian, or the reverse. I think that would be great. People would be angry. Not necessarily reasonable people, but people would be angry. And I'd be in favor of it, mostly because they're two totally different fights. They don't feel the same at all. So there's no reason, if you have one, to not have the other. But I think it'd be interesting. It's also, I assume it's easier to get, like, I assume structurally Rathian and Rathalos are pretty similar. So if you bring one into the game, it's like a lot easier to bring the other. So it would just be inefficient to not bring both. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they have a more different structure or AI or whatever than I expect. Not like stationary. Oh, I missed because his tail went up. And yeah. I mean, Rathian's a classic. I don't love fighting Rathian, but it is a classic. I have to assume Rathian was released with the first game, right? Because I think that's where Rathalos was introduced. I wonder if that was a failed mount. If it was, I think that's kind of interesting. If I don't get a mount soon, it was definitely meant to be a mount, but then I got knocked over for so long that it failed. Because there's seems to be a mechanic around mounting where it won't trigger until your feet are on the ground solidly, but that doesn't always happen. It's some like inconsistent mechanic. So yeah, the mount didn't fail, or if it did, it didn't reset the mounting gauge because the mount didn't trigger or something. Sometimes they do get knocked over before the mount itself goes. So it could have been that. Don't roar. Thank you. Well, that should have hit me. They actually had a good hitbox there. And I'm actually kind of shocked. I hate this. I really don't like this version of Rathian. Particularly because of how often... it will... Basically just the air burst when it lands is obnoxious. Because it means you have to just sit even further back when it's in the air and not try to hit it the moment it lands, which is kind of fine, but it just means it's slower. Oh, that was silly. Having it be ready to attack faster after landing, I think would be better than having like a burst of air that makes so you can't attack them right when they land, or even be anywhere near them when they land. I think it would work a lot better, just having them move quicker when they land. I think the tail should be pretty close. There it is. Yeah, that was unavoidable at that point. No, it's doing the charging. It's gonna leave, makes sense. It is still paintballed, so I'm good. I think Rathian and Rathalos is like a basic pair of monsters. They're solid. I just don't like fighting them most of the time. And I'm kind of worried how, if there's, I'm pretty sure gold and silver are in this game. Gold, Rathian, silver, Rathalos. I'm pretty sure they're both in this. I'm kind of worried how that's gonna go. Without having, like... Because fighting them in Rise, which is the only place that I fought them, I think by the time I fought them, I already had at least some version of Bloodright. So it was easy to heal in combat. So unless there's a similarly convenient way to heal in this game... Okay, I hate this game. I pressed roll, but I was slightly too close when I was pushing the direction I was moving. So it input it as jumping off of that. It's fine. Okay, that was silly because I really hate when they run at you, but they hit a wall, and they use that to slide horizontally and do everything as if it charged you directly. It just doesn't feel good when they just slide along a wall like that. Worth it. Not worth it. Yeah, not worth it. Oh, didn't do the air burst. Okay, got the roll. Because there might be a super convenient heal skill in this game, for all I know. I know World had a convenient heal skill. Or augment, or whatever they were called. I love when they just spam the aerial attacks. It's so fun. And it's worth for me than Rathalos, because Rathalos, you can actually rely on it being in the air for a little bit of time. Rathian! They're in the air, they're on the ground. They're in the air, they're on the ground. And I'm not fast enough. I'm basically never fast enough to even try to reasonably flash bomb a Rathian out of the air. Because of the flash bomb, if you could throw it at the floor, it would be quicker. There's a lot of other things that could be helpful. But that's not the game I'm playing. I'm not playing a game where the flash bomb triggers quicker. It flies out horizontally pretty much. Unless there's a way to aim it that I'm unaware of. But it's slow to trigger. You generally have to throw it away from the monster if it's moving at all, and it's kind of awkward. I guess I'm thinking about weapons. Probably should try Aerial Greatsword, assuming Aerial Greatsword is similar to this in that it's a lot of hopping. And not a lot of having to worry about properly knowing how to actually play Greatsword. Because actually getting the, like, charging and tackling, and I don't know if tackling is in this game. I know it's, I don't know how old it is. It could have been around forever. Under the tail, good. Questionable hitbox on that one. I hate that. The boring charge attack. Did they ever use that chin spike to attack? What were you attacking there? You weren't attacking the cat. The cat was kind of in line with me. It's always a weird game. I wonder what a 100% perfect Monster Hunter game would be like. Okay, good, it is Hunt. I just had to be 100% sure. Please no roar. Thank you. Okay, this should hopefully be it. It's an interesting scenario. That didn't even feel like that long of a hunt, but I think it was closer to 15 minutes than to 5. It's one of those things that... Oh, tail's still there, cool. Yeah. Oh no, that was 11. I guess it took a very, very long time to get into the first quest. Still closer to 15 than to 5, but It's interesting, because before I ever played Monster Hunter, I was like, oh, 15-minute monster hunts? That's crazy. Then when you're actually playing it, it's not that bad. Like, even some 30, 40-minute hunts that probably shouldn't be taking that long don't feel that bad, with the exception of the fact that generally 30, 40-minute plus hunts are, you've carded twice, you're playing super careful now, at which point it does feel pretty bad. But if it's just a case of you don't know the monster, you're playing overly safe, or you don't know when the openings are, or what gimmicks they have, and it takes a long time because of that, it doesn't feel the worst. Yeah, 1036. I do like this song, but it's a weird song, because I mean, it's repetitive. You hear the start of it every time you get here. You only hear so far into it, so you don't have to hear the repeating, but... Okay, I'm gonna do 3 actual hunts. I'm gonna do a Malfest. I still don't have Demon Rage 2. I don't like searching this information, but I want to see where I get Demon Rage 2. Or Demon Riot? It's Demon Riot, not Demon Rage. Both kind of generic sounding. Demon Riot 2 is The Walls Have Eyes. I don't like searching this stuff, but I'd honestly rather get that because I want to do ground-based Malfestio, because I prefer fighting Malfestio with the on the ground, but without Demon Riot 2, I'd rather wait. Oh, good start. Oh, okay, good to know that it has one of the larger... I haven't paid attention to it. It does have one of the larger roars in the game. Kind of the opposite of Tigrex. Tigrex, I mean, of roars that do anything, it must have one of the smallest. But it actually does damage, which is sort of the gimmick. Just drop down, I really hate that mechanic. I know that there's bouncy bombs that you can use to blast the Khezu and such out on the ceiling. I actually really like the existence of those sorts of things. I don't use them properly, but I do think it's interesting to have those problems and solutions via consumable items. I don't use them because I hate using consumables. But that's more of a, I don't know, role-playing game issue. Like, oh, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. I have 30 of these scrolls that are completely worthless, but I still won't use them. Though mostly because on a normal difficulty that game's pretty easy, so you don't really need to use consumables, but... I guess outside of like early low-level stuff, you don't really need to use consumables that much on a normal difficulty. It can get pretty rough if you just play it over-aggressive or not cautiously enough, or you don't save scum, which I am save scumming whenever I play that type of game, which is a bad habit in my opinion. Oh, it's obnoxious. It's good, but it's still annoying. Wonder why it hit twice there. Oops, that's fine. Good try? Oh, that's it, yep. Oops. I kinda can't wait. Weird. Ooh, get away. Kinda can't wait to be back to playing a Monster Hunter that has rolling backwards. Oof. Oh, very lucky. Oh, that's bad. That's not what I wanted. That's fine. I got the reload. I should be paralyzed, I feel. Getting hit by electricity there, or at least stunned, not paralyzed. I knew he was gonna jump. I just hoped he wouldn't, or it wouldn't, you know. Keep moving. Gross. It shoots an electric ball that leaves an item down on the ground. What could it possibly be that isn't gross? I wonder when Kezu was implemented. Like, it seems like the type of monster that could have been there from the start. But it also feels like it's built around, like, clinging to walls and feelings, and that feels like a Gen 2, Gen 3 sort of, a step forward sort of design choice. They've got to add something new to the game to keep it fresh. Or they feel they have to add something new to keep it fresh. So they add a monster that can cling to the ceiling. Worth it? Ew, gross. I don't think I would eat a steak that came from a Kezu. Like, it... Not for any reason other than it's kind of... I wouldn't trust it with all the electricity coursing through it. And the fact that it's kind of weird looking, but that's really not that important. That is funky. I actually should heal. What is it doing? Is it switching zones? No. Yes. It is. It did the weird sniffing thing as it was leaving. It's not like one of the usual other monster style, like, switching zone animations where it, like, charges at the zone. It's funny. Oops, sorry. Oops. Oop, I didn't get hit. Lucky. I want to figure out where Kezu was introduced. Kezu was base game. Or first game. Not base game. Which is cool. Maybe it didn't have the climbing on walls. Maybe it did. I don't know. But, like, in terms of visual style, it really did feel like it would be from the first game. So that it tracks that it is actually from the first. What would surprise me would be if... Oh, that's annoying. What would surprise me would be if you... I love when I'm already free from the roar effect and my cat hits me and it delays me doing anything. It's lovely. It's very helpful of my cat. That's great. Shogunate Senator. That is who I would be surprised to learn if they were in the first game. Or Shogun Senator, not Shogunate Senator. Yeah, it's Monster Hunter 2. It doesn't have the same feeling as a Gen 1. I don't trust the map. That doesn't look like where it... I don't think it looked like it was all the way over here. Because I guess the lines on the map are kind of bad. I don't know why I call Shogun Senator Shogunate Senator. It's a weird... I mean, obviously Shogun, Shogunate. It's connected, but... That's like saying king and kingdom are connected, which I think actually... They would be connected in pretty much the exact same way. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if the shogunate was like a period of time, or if it was used to refer to what was controlled by a shogun. I will check. I can't really do that right now, but I can do it probably right now. I can start searching. Okay, I can open up a new window. I can do this. Shogunate. Oop, put the weapon away, thank you. Shogunate, government of the shogun, or hereditary military dictator, or hereditary military dictator. Is Britannica saying that the word shogun translates to hereditary military dictator of Japan? Not translates, but has the same effective meaning. Oh, good timing for the cold to wear off. I'm not going to drink another. It's going to wait. And by that I mean I'm going to leave and drink another while I wait for Kezu to drop down to the ground. So yeah. Shogunate would be what the shogun controlled, sort of, like the government that they were ruling. So it is sort of similar to a kingdom, I think. It's a little different. Because the kingdom would be the land ruled by it, where it's more like the monarchy would be the equivalent, maybe. I got the explosion at least, that's good. Don't roar again. Ooh, good combo. Don't shoot me, thank you. Get over here. Good enough. Rude. I hate when they do attacks like that. Because, like, I'm not in range unless I rush at them. So it's a preempt... No, rude. They weren't even aiming at me. They just got lucky that my cat was so close to me. This is annoying. Oh, okay, lovely. A kingdom is not the government. Well, maybe it can be referred to as the government sometimes. You Zamite. Nobody likes you, but that was cool. They actually have a biting, spinning attack. It's kind of cool. Oh, Kezu. You really are a monster. I mean, I think at this point I'm not doing the next quest. The next quest I'm doing is clearing the 50 bugs. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm not. I got lucky. Just stop, please. It's gonna jump. Didn't jump, just bite. Bit. I thought they jump normally when they bite like that. Oh, I must be wrong. What a monster Kezu is. What a weird monster. Lots of rolling. I wonder why Kezu's... I guess because... I was gonna say, I wonder why Kezu is always in cold environments. I'm guessing it's because of the sort of... It has thick skin and all that, so it's warm. And it fits, like... It's pale, and that's why they put it in snowy and cold environments. Like a Kezu in a volcano. Actually, I know there's some Kezu variants in general. I don't know if red Kezu is a real Kezu or if that's a Stories Kezu. Or pink Kezu might be Stories Kezu and or the inverse. But it's bug time. Oh, red Kezu introduced in Monster Hunter G. I'm here to beat up a bunch of insects. Trying to see if there's anything that might help. Oh, I could shadow box an insect. Just try to, if I get to 49 and I'm able to have the will to live, I can try to shadow box an insect. No, I have the guy to talk to actually go get the demon rat upgrade, but I'll do that after. Insect time. Fight me. I think Vespoids are worse than Bonahabras. Because I think they have a tendency to move more erratically. Not like crazy erratic, but more. I think I just stay here, killing them until they stop spawning in this area, then I move to another area and try the same. Because I think running around hunting them is kind of annoying, and they might have already stopped spawning, but in some of the other areas they respawn pretty quickly. So making sure... Yeah, this one they don't respawn. At least not quickly. Because what? The... Deserted Island had a zone where you could get like 20 of them or more without leaving. It was very convenient. Oh, gameplay. I really should... I haven't collected any burned husks or burnt husks in a while. I really should be collecting them, but I need willpower to make these hunts take longer. I like having the map. It looks way better. But yeah, Red Kez is in Monster Hunter 4U apparently. And not in this game. What a fun creature to include in your game, to have people actually hunt. I'm gonna swing. Wonder what the best loop is. Because I think there's gonna be Vespoids in Zone 8. I'm gonna double check. Good. Vespoids I think do exist in Zone 8. They might even be in the ice. I don't think they should be. But sometimes there just are insects in these icy areas. The weird mushrooms are always very odd. They always stand out. But I wonder if like 1, 5, and 7 are maybe the best ones to explore. Maybe 7, 5, 6, and 8 are best though. Assuming 6 has anything. And I'm pretty sure 8 does. Oh, it's gonna sit here. It's gonna keep swinging. It's definitely a good thing to be running aerial instead of striker. Striker doesn't have the as good of a wide sweeping combo. Are there really no Vespoids here? I thought they were fairly common. I know they're on the left at least, so maybe there aren't any on the right. Or, I know that in previous scenarios where I've seen them in this area, they were over here, not on the right, but there's none. Gotta love... Okay, there is a large monster somewhere. I assume, because it's unseen in the top right. I really am hoping that there's no G rank bug slaying quests. Because if they have this quest again, for the, I mean, between the two types of bugs, this is the 4th time in the hub that this quest has been in existence. They had, you know, one of each bug in low rank, one of each bug in high rank. I really hope they don't have one of each bug in G rank. Bug, get down here. Okay, so the best zone is, without a doubt, Zone 7. 7 is the best, unless one of the cold zones has bugs. This is so far and away the best zone. Get over here. Got him. Oh, I missed. So close. Oh, mechanics. Just make them stand still. Obviously, then they would be less bug-like and all that. Just give the Palicos aimbot, which they're AI, so they obviously have aimbot, but they have bots aiming. I think they've respawned. They have. I was so slow killing them that they actually did respawn this time. Come on. I don't know if I hit them there if my Palicos did the job, but I'm gonna beat up my Palico for a second. Oh, I hear noise. Just... if bowguns weren't so awful, I would totally be using a bowgun. I really hate the aiming on bowguns, so. Halfway there. Okay, I guess I move on to the next spot for now. I guess I should check the cold. I'm thinking I'm going to find either a Shogun Senator or a Kezu. Yep. Vespoid's in the cold. Good music, though. Appropriately cold and cave-like. Kill the Vespoid for me, please. Don't beat up... I mean, the cats deserve to be beat up, but I'd rather you attack the bugs. I think it's bells? Or, I guess it would be tubular bells. And, like, I think there's still bells in that scenario. Could be a... pretty sure it isn't, but it could be like a water phone. Which is a weird name for a musical instrument, but I assume it was an old enough musical instrument that phone hadn't become primarily just telephone. It's what? Phone, like gramophone. I can't think of any other phones. Is there no large monster at all? It just has the thing on the top right anyway? Interesting. Sousaphone. This phone might just be sound. I'm uncertain. Phone suffix. I don't trust Wiktionary, but phone has just a type of sound. I don't trust a type of a device that makes a sound. That's not how you define a suffix. You wouldn't be like, oh, like it's broadly it's pertaining to sound, I guess. Yeah, phone, which is sound, voice, speech, language. That's practically speaking, it's pertaining to sound, which is not surprising. It's like a water phone would be something that makes sound with water, but it's a specific device, not just generic, like filling a bunch of bottles with water. Or a waterfall. I hate Vespoids. Honestly, like, as to my impression, I've never seen the fights of like Vespoid Queen. My assumption is it's not an interesting fight. I want Vespoid Queen to be in this just so I can have a extended time beating up a Vespoid. A singular Vespoid that can suffer for being a Vespoid. The worst bugs in the game. They're worse than Banahabras, I think. They might be the exact same, but my impression is that they're a lot more erratic. They might not be. They might behave the exact same, and it's just sort of coincidence. But Vespoid Queen was in Freedom Unite and has never come back, which is a good choice. Based on my impression of them as a monster. Hello. Oy, first time I've been hit in a while. By that. Please. No. Hit, please. Thank you. Good enough. Ooh, supplies. I guess I'll go through zone 5, and if I have bug bombs or poison smoke bombs, I'll use them. They won't do much because they're hard to hit on more than one, but because they don't really group up. Hello, Cricket. Or Hornator. Just... thank you. I really hope they don't have a kill 50 Hornator. That would be a rough quest. Because, as annoying as the Vespoid ones are, the Hornator are... I've basically never seen them in high density. 4 poison smoke bombs. That will kill maybe at best like 6. And that will require me to be lucky with them grouping up properly. 11 more. If I could get like 4 with each poison smoke, I'm not going to harvest it. No. No, I was going to say I'm not going to harvest, but I should. It's a pain, and if I ever want parts from them, if I had to, you know, try to collect parts, it wouldn't be fun. I think this is... oh, I could have poison smoke bombed that. I probably should have. I didn't expect them to group up so politely. This is where I expected it to be more viable to hit multiple. Are there only 3? Before there were like 4 or 5. Oh, maybe they just respawned. Hello. Come here. Come here, Buggy. Buggy boys. Okay. Yeah, they strafe. If they didn't strafe, it would be so much easier. You could definitely pull them into one group if they didn't strafe like that. But they strafe completely randomly. Okay, good enough. I'm gonna hit you, and I give up. Don't you dare. Don't you dare explode my Vespoids. They were grouped up, and if I hadn't been in the middle of harvesting, that would have been perfect. You... rude guy. Kill it. Good aim. As I miss, but I'm gonna keep swinging. Okay. 5 more. I'm just gonna smoke bomb until there's only one left. Hopefully I can get 2-1-1 or 1-2-2 or 1-2-1, whatever. And then I can try to shadow box one of them. It'd be better to shadow box one first, but I want the last one to be shadow boxed because they just, okay, so first, before I even get to that point, shadow box is on the last page. Second page, but group up, please, and thank you. Like, they don't move aggressively in a way that's helpful for gameplay. That missed. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, Palicos. Thank you. Get over here. Thank you. Hey, that worked. That's the first time jumping off of a ledge ever helped me. That was cool. So, one more. And then I have to fish for a shadow box. Which sounds funny. Oh. I wonder if they've been here this whole time, or if they just showed up. Because if they've been here the whole time, that's pretty funny that I avoided them. For the last, what feels like 20 minutes. Anybody? It's always great when the monsters that you don't... Oh, there he is. You're looking for one little guy. You hate them whenever you're not here to fight them. Just... What is this mechanic? Oh, fly outside of reach. Which, it makes sense from a logical perspective. Obviously the bugs don't fly where they can be hit. It's fair. It doesn't make it fun. Okay. Shadow box is there. Let's hope these guys respawn and they group up enough that I can try to shadow box multiple times. Assuming it won't one-shot them, because why would it? Okay, come here. Don't you dare steal my... Don't, Palicos, don't you dare. Stop, Palicos. I hate Palicos. They're gonna ruin my fun. That does look funny. Kind of stunned it, which was kind of neat. Punch. You're bad at boxing if you can't even beat up a bug. Okay, this guy should be lower HP. Ah! If only Palicos actually listened to you, and you could tell them, hey, stop attacking! No fun. I mean, it obviously does, like, barely any damage. Even with the fighter, but... It's still annoying that you can't just say, hey, Palicos, stop attacking. And if you can, then it should be more obvious somewhere in the, like, explanation. Hey, you can tell your Palicos to stop by doing this. Oh well. Palicos, as always, ruin all the fun. Oh shoot, I went too far. No! I want to walk into the... past the trees and see how far I could go. Oh well. Oh, just as bad of a quest as always. "18 minutes. Longer than it takes to hunt an actual large monster. Solo in the hub. It'd be quicker with people, obviously, again. The numbers and such are scaled for multiplayer. Makes sense. But still, it is still just killing 50 bugs. Doesn't make it fun in any way. Demon Riot 2. So, before I forget, I'm gonna press too many buttons. Ooh, cool. That's neat. I'm gonna switch to Striker style, set up Hunter Arts, and the next time I'm gonna be using Demon Riot 2, which is... I don't really know what changes. It's just better. Striker. Demon Riot 2. And I mean, Absolute Evasion's probably the best choice. It's kind of boring, but it's the better choice. Yeah, next time will be more hunting. There's a lot to do, but progress is gradual. Some of these look fun. Malfestio, always good. So that's going to be fun. Double Malfestio might not be as fun. But there's a reasonable number of fun quests. Like, I have to finish this, which isn't fun, but it's not going to be too... Slay 15 Kelby, that's messed up. I assume they mean knock them out and not actually kill them, but I don't trust that. Yeah, that's it for today. I'll continue next time. Have a nice day.